Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/fingerpokeofdoom. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. That's audibletrial.com/fingerpokeofdoom. Enjoy the show.
The Finger Poke of Doom Podcast.
Coming at you.
Jesus Christ. This is episode 45 of the Finger Poke of Doom podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at FNGRPokeofDoom. Follow us on Instagram at FingerPokeofDoom. We have no merch left. It's gone forever. Well,
Thank you for everyone that bought it.
It's not gone forever, but those designs are,
Yes.
they're definitely gone. They're never coming back.
Well, at least that color.
Sure. Either one. I don't care. At this point, I don't give a shit. Today we're going to do a little talking about basically Ibushi versus the world. That's where this is going to go. Of course, we're going to talk about the G1 because it's the best thing going in wrestling right now. And later on, you're going to hear from a artist that is doing a wressling zine, and he's also doing a wrestling art show in Dayton coming up on August 4th. His name is Anthony Tank Mansfield. You'll be hearing from him later on in the episode, so stay tuned for that. Kenny, you got anything you want to talk about WWE-wise? Because you always shove it down my throat.
I didn't watch anything.
Oh, my God.
We've been busy. I've been busy.
Busy stroking your hawk.
I have been. I'm getting it out of there.
Getting it out of where? Where's it at? I got it in a pocket.
Got it right here. No, I really haven't had a chance to really watch anything. I did get up this morning and watch a couple matches I was excited about watching. I didn't watch anything. WWE work is real hectic, and we're getting ready to go on a trip, so it's hard for me
to hell.
Yeah, straight to hell.
Straight to hell.
It's hard for me. It's really hard to get things going.
Well, once you pull it out of there, I guess it does get hard.
Pull it right out.
Wherever it
Getting
is.
it going.
Wherever it is, it's hard.
Getting it going. I about looked up on
Who's
Oh,
hard?
I did see. The only thing WWE thing I did see is the rumored matches for SummerSlam.
Oh, I'm in the dark. I can only imagine.
There's one.
Let me guess.
There's one match that I would be excited about watching.
All right, what is it?
The Revival and the Hardys.
Keep going.
That'd be a good match.
Keep going. Daddy don't give a shit.
They said something because, as everybody knows now, Shane McMahon took a bump out of a helicopter.
How high was it? That's what I want to know.
I'm not for sure.
Was it?
He said he was just in the air, and then they was something's wrong. We got to land, and they landed in a lake.
They landed in a lake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the way the wrestling internet went that he just took a nosedive 20,000 feet and just survived. Everyone else died.
He dropped the elbow. Taker was actually above Taker's pool.
Pretty much.
And he dropped the elbow. He's like, I'm hitting it this time. I'm hitting it this time, you son of a bitch.
Michelle, he's coming in.
No, and but Rusev said, "I see what happens when you don't answer my video messages."
And then what'd he do?
They're saying it might I guess it was going to lead into a match anyways before, but it's supposed to be Rusev and Shane McMahon.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That just sounds great. That should just wait for Mania.
What else is there?
Oh, I do know one thing that happened. Kurt Angle now has a son, apparently. He has several children, but he's just added one.
That's it.
Man.
And listen, whoever, if you're listening, please tell me who made that Family Guy, that Family Guy mashup.
It's so fucking good.
I got a buddy. I got a buddy at work that said he watched it, and not 30 minutes later, that was already up.
That's great.
And it's mashed up perfectly. You know what? That's
fantastic.
the best. It's the best thing for Chad Gable.
That's what I was thinking, because everybody was. If no one knows by now, Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's son on Raw. You heard it. That is correct.
You know why somebody was like, if Charmel
Oh my
and Kurt Angle actually hooked up back in that storyline with King Booker, and it was him, and she shared it on Twitter like a year or so ago.
Oh Lord.
And I think McMahon was going through his Twitter feed. And was just
goddamn.
like, this is it.
Put that kid in.
But
Yeah,
this is
he's
the
his father.
This is the best for Chad Gable because
Yeah, good for him.
he is awesome.
I thought WWE was so far away from these caca jokes.
Nope.
Wrong. Next, we're gonna see just fake wrestlers again. Like I don't even know who.
Me.
What?
I'm gonna be Braun Strowman's son.
No. I was like saying like fake Razor, fake Diesel, but it would be like of like fucking hack wrestlers. So it'd be like fake Chronic from WCW. Chronic, and out comes two small dudes.
That'd be the best.
Fake Glacier.
Can't fake that.
No, you can't fake. He's literally out on Lake Erie just fucking doing.
He's working for his match in
That's
August.
Right. That's right. I'll be there. I gotta go. I gotta see Glacier.
You just gotta let me know how it is.
I'll let you know how it is from Twitter. As I sit in my house and let you know. I'll just screenshot my Twitter feed. Like, I guess it's going great.
Yep.
Yeah. So that happened. Does Zack Ryder still wrestle for WWE?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
They're saying it also at Mania, or not Mania, SummerSlam, that it's going to be a fatal 4-way with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Big Braun Strowman.
Well, let me tell you this. That entices me zero. Because I don't see...
They're saying Roman's probably going to go over because the feeling backstage is that I was reading it. They feel that the title is definitely hurt because it's not there.
Because Lesnar has it?
Yeah, because it's not there.
At one time, it used to make the undercard look good. But
Oh, it was
honestly,
great.
The Miz doesn't need the title not to be there. He's good without it. He's good with the title being there without it. Miz is carrying that show, kind of.
Yeah.
From what I see on YouTube. I go to the Miz videos now, of all things. I go right to the Miz
He's great.
videos. I'm like, this guy
Top heel.
and his fucking banker and his roadie bodyguard. Fucking great.
Top heels.
Somebody call Bo Dallas and just give him like a Kohl's gift certificate and take him there and buy him real clothes. Like, listen, you don't want to dress like Fat Axel. Like, you don't want to do it. Appetite of Destruction came out 30 years ago yesterday.
Wow.
30 years ago.
We were 3.
Bo Dallas just heard it for the first time last week. Changed his fucking life. God, what a shit.
Oh, Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor.
Is SummerSlam a conjoined
Yeah,
pay-per-view?
it'll be.
The
It
Big
should-
Four.
Yeah,
the,
it should be.
Okay. That's pretty cool. What's going on in NXT? I saw that Oni Larkin and Martin Stone beat the dog shit out of each other.
That guy's pretty good.
Martin Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real good. He's a guy that's just a workhorse, but
Because people are really wanting him and Aleister Black to be on Takeover.
who's Aleister Black wrestling?
I don't think
Who
there's anybody.
is Cien Almas wrestling? That's all I care about.
I don't know. But Roderick Strong's supposed to be wrestling Bobby Roode. And I say that's probably Bobby Roode's.
Swan Song?
Probably his call up.
You think so?
I
You
th-
think they give it to Roderick Strong?
Mm-hmm. I could see that.
Maybe. Just to have him lose it to Hideo Itami.
Nah, I don't think. I think that ship has sailed.
Oh, shout out to Big Brian Cage, fucking killing it in Pro Wrestling Noah right now. Jesus criminy.
Yeah.
Big dog's gotta eat. He's like on some shit.
Is this Takeover 3?
I don't fucking know, Keenan. I don't fucking care. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
It
I don't
seems.
fucking know, and I don't fucking care.
I don't know if this is true, but it's. No, it says that it's supposed to be Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre. That's the only match.
No, and I do know Authors of Pain and Kenworth and Peterbilt.
Hell yeah. That's the only. It looks like that's the only one that's announced. Is that right there? They're saying Asuka and Ember Moon. These are
Rumors.
no. It says Authors of Pain and Sanity. Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami or Aleister Black versus Red Dragon.
Versus Red Dragon. Aleister Black versus both Red Dragon.
Cassius Ohno
So it's
versus Hideo Itami and or Aleister Black versus Red Dragon. That's
so
what
it's
it
one.
says.
Whatever. Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyways,
And Johnny Gargano versus Alma.
God damn it.
Ruby Riott versus
son of a bitch.
Peyton Royce.
All right, I'm done listening to this card. Just stop
And
reading.
it doesn't look like a United Kingdom title will be
Who-
represented at
All
this
right.
time.
Yeah, because they don't want to be overshadowed.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it. All right, so the only damn thing I give a fuck about at WWE is happening tonight. It's a goddamn Punjabi prison match. And I'm not going to watch it because Game of Thrones is going to be on.
Have you seen that? It's like, when Homer on The Simpsons, Homer goes to that gay bar. He goes to it's like a lesbian bar,
Mhm.
and he's sitting there. He's like, something strange is in here, and it's like looking around. It's all these women, and he's just sitting there. Somebody put Game of Thrones on all the women's faces and Battleground.
Is that
on-
Battleground tonight?
Yeah, Battlegrounds tonight.
I didn't know that's what it was
Who
called.
gives a fuck? It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones. No one gives a shit. way to go with that.
I'll watch the first hour.
I ain't watching shit. I
I'll
don't
watch
have
the
that.
first hour, and then Game of Thrones.
I don't have the network to watch it, so I'll just have to watch it on one of those illegal Facebook groups. Oh wait, won't go out of my way to see nothing but just the Punjabi prison match. I'm just
I
dying
don't
to
even
see
know
it.
what's on, what the
I
card
don't
is.
care. I don't. I do know 2 matches besides
Hit me.
the Punjabi prison match and Usos versus New Day again.
Oh, they are saying Nakamura AJ at SummerSlam.
That'll be good. Well, since that happened, the G1's just been straight fucking on fire this week. G1 started, I don't know, 21st. It was earlier this week.
You said you said so far it's been the best one that you've ever seen.
Yep, for sure. And it's like the most like story based too. Like it. So for the G1s, what they do is like, if like night A or A blocks wrestling, like the first night was Naito versus Ibushi. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking insane.
Oh, it was great.
Kota Ibushi.
Did some bumps in there that it's like, ugh.
This is night 1, baby.
Yeah.
Might want to.
Because
Take-
Meltzer, did you see what Meltzer said about it?
Uh-uh.
He was everybody goes so hard for this, and people are already wrestling hurt, and he was really afraid of this G1 because how hard everyone goes.
Well, that's like why Ishii's shoulder and shit was so fucked up for a while. It's because he got it fucked up and didn't sit the G1 out and went into the G1 harder than hell.
Man, him and Goto,
It was good.
Jesus.
Everybody hates on Goto. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I mean, he's a little vanilla. I understand, but big dog's got to eat. Put some flamingo wings on his ass. Put a star on his boot.
Fly to the moon.
Fly him to the moon. Put some gas in his ass. No, so like if Block A is wrestling, Block B will be the undercard.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be like Okada and Gato versus Tama Tonga and Chase Owens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know how it goes.
And then they'll like have a like a little fucking scrimmage or whatever. Skirmish. Skirmish. And Squounch. Yeah. I'm real high on caffeine right now. I'm done with the earth.
He's drinking a lot of water.
A lot of
settle
water.
Down.
Just my mouth's a little cottoned. My mouth's 200% Fruit of the Loom right here. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. No, so night 1 was, dude, Ibushi Naito. That fucking second rope apron German suplex he does. It's insane.
Yeah.
And then that top rope pile driver is just like,
I know I was listening to Meltzer, and that was the one that made him the most nervous. He's like, guys, that's first night.
That's night one shit. You gotta just that's night one ish. You got to calm it down. 'Cause what are you gonna do on night 3? Die?
Yeah.
All right, light these ropes on fire.
Whoever lives wins. I saw Bad Luck Fale has 4 points.
Yeah. So I got caught up yesterday. I only watched like certain matches.
Mm-hmm.
Saber. Basically, this G1's turned into Kota Ibushi versus the world, and I love it.
Saber's fucking turning it up for this.
Dude, so him and Ibushi had like this kickoff to each other. And
that match happened?
Yeah, it already happened. It was 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
And it's so good.
Because I watched the Tanahashi and him
And that was great too.
working that arm and just
I couldn't believe he tapped him.
Then after the match, he grabbed the belt.
Yeah. Well, he's now a contender.
Yep.
He went straight from 205 Live tournament straight to being a contender for the IC title. If you get on your goddamn phone one more
I'm just
time,
looking up the numbers.
burn this house down.
Hold on. I saw it today.
But Naito, Ibushi. Well, let me go back to something about Ibushi. Yeah, that's what I said. Naito and Ibushi. That part where Ibushi is kicking Naito in the chest, and Naito's kind of like laughing it off, and Red Shoes is like holding him back. And then out of nowhere, he just kicks him like 2 or 3 times, and Ibushi's laying on the ground, and he's just like, like the zoom in on it, his face is like, he hit me so hard.
I understand people's gripe about Saber. Like I said, I can see both sides of the Saber. Where people are just like, man, he don't have much, depth or anything like that. He's just a submission guy. But I'll tell you what, over in New Japan,
It's perfect.
he's on a new fucking level.
Yeah, he's definitely a dude. We should sit down and watch that Kota Ibushi match. By the way, New Japan works on Xbox One now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big baller right there.
I got the
Oh, you got that microphone right next to
I've
it?
already got the right here, the points. Bad Luck Fale, Hiroki Goto,
Goto?
Kota Ibushi, Naito, Saber, and Tanahashi on Block A
tied
have
for first.
4.
Yeah. And then like Omega Okada
are 4.
Yeah.
And everybody else is just, there's old Yuji Nagata down there with nothing.
He kicked. I think it was today. He kicked Tanahashi in the fucking throat. Nagata did. And Tanahashi posted a picture of him, and the translation was like, "This hurt all the much." And it was just like a freeze frame of like Nagata's boot in his throat. I can't tell you who's gonna win right now, but I'll tell you who I would like to see in the final, and it's not Omega Ibushi, it's Sonata Ibushi. Sonata is fucking killing, and the crowd is like going crazy for Sonata now. That Evil Sonata match is so damn good, and the Evil Minoru Suzuki match is great too. And I think that Sonata's going to be somebody big coming in the upcoming storylines, because I think he might branch out from LIJ. And if he does that, what they really need to do, they really need to have Rush come back in and just beat the shit out of him, and Rush be full time in New Japan.
That would be
awesome.
A couple of those AAA guys, or is it CMLL?
It's CMLL. CMLL.
A couple of
New
the
Japan.
CMLL guys I'd like to see back. Like Dragon Lee, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to see.
Well,
that guy
now's their time off.
Yeah.
Normally,
yeah, it's like normal excursions, like
no. What I'm saying
tours.
is now is like your juniors that aren't essentially Japanese, full-time Japanese New Japan wrestlers. They're going to be the only ones there. It's like the Young Bucks aren't there for G1 because why do they need to be?
Yeah.
It's all undercard shit.
I know they said
That's why they brought Chase Owens in.
Somebody asked one of the Bucks when they were coming back, and they said like August, like 18th,
Yeah, well, it'll be
right after the
It'll be the night of.
night of G1 final.
Yep.
The way it's looking, I'll tell you what, there's some people on here. It's just like, I mean, everybody's just turning it up. Everybody says Nagata, probably Nagata. People think he might win one. I think that's what Meltzer was thinking. He might win
I hope
one
not.
match.
Oh, one match. I thought you were saying. Oh, okay.
No, he might win one match.
Tama Tonga versus Omega.
That was great.
Man,
That told a story.
Tama Tonga, it was pissed off. Like I like how he was matching Omega for speed,
Mm-hmm.
like going right into it. And I like that he grabbed the microphone halfway through the match to start running Omega and the Elite and Super Click and all that shit in the ground. Like I was just like, man, this is great. And then at the end, whenever Omega wins, Tama is sitting there on his ass, like kind of like smiling, and the rest of the Bullet Club's like, hey, calm down. And Omega starts kicking him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Just like-
well, they told you can hear it when he's doing the V trigger,
Oh, yeah.
like multiple times, like even on the outside and stuff like that. You hear somebody was like, Kenny, that's enough.
It was probably Owens.
But you can hear him like, Kenny, that's enough. And then at the end of it, they throw up the Too Sweet, and he
Yeah.
turns and he's just like, and then he throws it and they hug.
It's cool to see people.
Because he's like, if you want to be the leader,
yeah, then
if you want to be the
leader.
so-called leader, then be the leader of the Bullet Club.
I always like the G1 when people in each other's stables wrestle each other. Like Evil Sonata.
Yeah.
It's sweet. Saber said he wanted the final to be him and Suzuki. Suzuki's fucking scary. He's fucking
That
terrifying.
Omega match was exactly what I thought would be.
Yeah, it was good.
It's weird. Like it's weird when he takes like moves like with a one-winged angel. He looks so stiff.
Oh yeah. He's not giving. He's just like, yep, you're gonna really have to
Yeah,
give this
you're
to me.
lifting me up.
Somebody outside.
No, I keep seeing something through the curtain. I thought it was
Keenan's terrified of his neighbors.
my old neighbors.
You ever heard that song? It's like, I'm afraid of America.
That's me.
It's just Keenan.
Yep.
He wrote that song for David Bowie.
That was a great match, but like I said, it was exactly what I thought it would be. It's like AJ Suzuki all over again.
I think AJ Suzuki was better.
It was.
I thought Omega Suzuki was good. Didn't go crazy for it. It was good. I can't wait for tomorrow. Let's just
Yoshihashi wrestling tomorrow.
I can't remember.
If you're
but
that
it's-
excited, I know.
No.
It's
Let's just take everybody at home, in your car, on your way to work, jacking off in the bathroom, taking a shit, whatever you're doing. Let's just have a moment of silence for Hiromu Takahashi's friend, Daryl. Thank you for that. Because Fale ripped the dog shit out of it.
he started stomping on
Dude,
Naito.
whoever made that video, I think it was him, where it was like, in the arms. The first scene where it cuts to him like ripping in half.
Dude, it like imploded.
It's like
did.
somebody shot it with air.
Yeah.
But no, the first scene is like that announcer all night. Me and Daryl were talking, not Daryl the cat, Daryl the man. We're talking about this last night. Two things. Corkin was so loud we couldn't hear the announcers. And number two, one of the announcers' microphone was so loud, it was like distorted. It was like it was just like everything was peaking. The first scene of him cutting it cuts to that guy screaming. He's like, "Gah!" It's just like, and like, dude, I fucking lost it. So tomorrow, let me go back. Fale beat Naito, which was an upset.
Yeah.
So soon, maybe it isn't tomorrow. Soon, Saber versus Fale is going to happen. I think. Yeah.
I like how they make Fale like he is a monster.
I cannot wait to see Saber versus Fale. I really think it's going to be one of those matches where it's like, all right, let's see what Fale does against a real big Saber does against a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's huge.
He really is.
And I also can't wait to see like I don't know, man. I like Saber versus Kojima. Like big dudes. I can't wait to see him wrestle a bigger. I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle someone of that size.
Well, they said in this one, Omega and Okada both said don't expect out of their match.
Yeah.
They're like, do not expect.
They say that.
And then they'll put on a 7-star.
Well, 7-star, yeah. Richter scale. They say that, and then Okada Elgin at Corkin. You know how earlier in a past episodes we were talking about like the matches that Okada's having? This is like the second or third best one. It was, dude, it was crazy how good it was for just being a Corkin Hall show. A lot of like sweet transitions into a buckle bomb or a transition into a tombstone, like all types of cool shit. I like highly. That's actually going to be my match of the week. Is the Elgin Okada from Corkin night 3 or 4, whatever it was from G1. Dude, it is crazy good. I couldn't believe how good this was. I knew it was going to be good. You know, Okada's great, Elgin's great, but it was just like they were just like, all right, let's click.
Well, I'll tell you mine. Ishii, Goto.
Potato versus potato.
Take a line from you. They were putting some pepper on them steaks, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy, were they? You know what I miss
just
about
those forearms on forearms.
That
on
running
forearms.
back heel kick that Goto does in the corner.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my god, it's like one of my favorite moves.
It is so crazy that people like they sleep on that guy.
I gotta tell you, I wish these microphones were cordless. 'Cause I gotta take a piss again. God, it's on batteries. You just want to follow me in?
Put it through the door.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, well, I'm just pissing out the old Punjabi prison piss right here. Goto is like, I feel like it's going to be like one of those guys that people, they watch his match, they're like, oh yeah, he's good. But then he'll get, later on down the road, it'll be like, wow, Goto was really fucking good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Appreciated later on. But this G1's on fucking fire. I love it, dude. It like, there for a while I wasn't watching any wrestling. I was just doing the show, just reading shit online. Just like, whatever. G1.
Well, this is like
G1's fired me back up. Like I'm.
This is like
harder
your
than a
playoffs
rock.
into World Series type thing.
Yeah.
I just wonder who. I wonder who it's going to be in. I wonder who's going to be the finals.
Tomorrow morning. I remember the match. Yano versus Omega is tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Also, Okada versus Sonata.
That's what.
Dude, I'm fucking.
I see it. You guys should see his eyes.
Dude, I'm fucking. It's just full of cum. My eyes have got nut in them. If you jack my neck off, I'll shoot cum out my eyes. Watch out, boys. Hey, where's John? Anyone out there in the world, if you see John Williams at Wayblade81,
that's
Bob
him.
4.
We're not talking about us this time. If you see him, we asked Anthony if he saw him.
Just let us know. We live in the same town, but apparently he doesn't. Nope, not anymore. Nobody knows where the fuck he is.
I saw him go to Roger Waters the other day. I saw that.
See that? But yeah, dude, John, if you're listening, bark once for yes.
Come on home.
Come on home. God, that smells awful.
It's terrible.
I just dropped a
John,
big
come on
Taguchi.
home, please.
Dude, it is. This is 6 weeks now without John. 6 weeks.
Well, he told us. He said he's got things to take care of. He's like,
hey, that's fine.
What'd he say? Keep it going. I can't remember.
I don't know what he said.
Well, John, if you're listening, we miss you.
Yeah, where you at, brother? Come back. Just do one episode with us. Then you can always just come back. But just let us know you're alive. I think these Instagram posts are posts from a long time ago, and then someone's taking over your account because you're in a basement somewhere, and they're posting shit on there because it's like pictures of his dog. So it can be
like old pictures.
Yeah,
I get it.
Like it's gonna be really funny whenever like one post and it's like, he's like a puppy. It's like, I took my boy on a walk today. We're like,
Oscar's a little older than that.
yeah, your dog was full grown yesterday. Like, a little worried. Yeah.
Come on home.
Come on home to daddy. Come on home, son. Yeah, I don't got very much to talk about besides G1 stuff, and I can stroke that hog all day.
There's not really much going on.
Yeah, that's because everybody knows not to fuck with. Oh, I watched Wrestle Circus last night live on Twitch.
Yep.
Twitch.com/Wrestle Circus. It was great.
Don't you have a Twitch just for if you want to buy a game? You kind of watch.
Yeah, that's what I do. I kind of like how we started off as a wrestling podcast. Now we just talk about all types of shit that no one wants to care about, and I don't give a fuck.
Well, guess what? This is ours.
Yeah, it's ours, motherfucker. Yeah, so if you like video games, this will be for you. If I'm wanting to buy a video game, I'll check out people playing it on Twitch. I won't buy the game as soon as it comes out, just because, that I'm not one of those nerds like, well, I let all the bugs get out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see people play it to see if I'll actually enjoy it. Like, I didn't buy Resident Evil till I almost watched people play the whole damn game on Twitch because I wanted to make sure that it would be something for me.
Then you bought it and you were terrified.
I played it 3 times. I've beaten it 3 times and
Just terrified.
it's so good, dude. If I had the disc of it, I would give it to you so you could play it. But I only buy shit on the marketplace now.
It's a good idea.
So the only game I own disc wise is that Mad Max game, and it's real good. But Twitch, Wrestle Circus is now on Twitch, and you can pay the people just like you would pay to watch people play video games. You tip wrestlers, so when there's a match going on, you get to tip the wrestlers in the match.
Huh?
Not not the promotion. You tip them.
That's interesting.
And if you can,
technology, man, it's just
well, holy fuck! Like, I remember when I used to read moves in PWI and just make them up on the trampoline. And the Orange Crush Bomb was not what it was when I saw it the first time. It was definitely some type of DDT variation.
Yep.
Because that's all I did. Cactus Kid only did DDTs and moonsaults. So they have it on there, and you can also subscribe on Amazon Prime. They're on Amazon Prime somehow.
What?
Yeah, and it's like $34.99. I think it might be a year or a month. I don't know.
What on
Wrestle Circus?
As long as you have Amazon Prime, can you watch it?
Yeah, but you have to subscribe. And when you do that, you can be part of a live Ask Me Anything to the wrestlers after they're done with the matches.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's all types of shit. Their next match, last night was Tessa Blanchard and that Rachel Ellering girl.
Mm-hmm.
They headlined the show. So they
Aren't those Paul? Is it Paul Ellering?
I have no idea.
I know
the Blanchard is Tully's daughter. I don't know. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I just don't know. The next show they're doing it in an actual tent.
It's pretty badass.
The venue they have is fucking rad. Although, I will say this. The venue they have looks like one of those really yuppie cult-like churches. The one that has like the weird projection screen.
Yeah.
I think it's actually what it is. So I probably just insulted them. Fuck them. I'm just kidding. It seems cool. Plus, dude, Shane Strickland's the man down there.
Where is he not the man?
Dude, he's fucking real good. Him and Sami Callihan put on a really good match. Sami Callihan also pile drove Leva Bates because she dressed like him. She cosplayed as Sami Callihan. He came out and pile drove her.
Hell yeah.
I was like, holy shit. So, yeah.
Best looking one she's ever done is La Parka.
Woo. Woo. Yeah, she's cool. I like her. But, yeah, Wrestle Circus is sweet. You could pay $25 for that if you want to see it live, or you can pay $85 a night for Bola. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, our buddy TJ. Shout out to TJ if he's listening.
He's not.
Posted. I took a nap yesterday and I woke up to a text from Lee telling me that Bola was $85 a night.
Yeah.
What is going on?
That's a little steep, Daddy. I don't make $85 a
And I'll tell you
paycheck.
what, PWG does
Just
not.
JK, I do.
PWG does not run streaming service. They
crazy.
don't move to a bigger venue.
And yeah, it's too much. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I don't even know where you get tickets.
On PWG's website. That's it. That's why, like,
And there was a record shop that sold them.
yeah, and they stopped that. I think. I think it's only online. So you have to get them.
What was it? 2 years ago, Daryl was gonna.
Yeah, we were gonna go. Like, me and Daryl were gonna go to it.
He bought his plane ticket, and
Yeah.
Bola sold out in
Yep.
2 minutes.
Before he hit confirmation, it sold out. Clicking 2 tickets for every night. Clicking the next page. The next page was a confirmation page. Hit confirmation. Sold out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome for them, but now. Yeah. So we are we're recording in Keenan's kitchen today. So we're going to get a little interference coming up. So I'm just going to wrap up the show. Oh, no. Is that... No? We're good, apparently. So I'm still going to wrap up the show because I don't give a shit. Suck on that, you little sucker. We're also recording things a little differently today, and it's kind of nice. We actually have headphones in. It's a little professional. Not the content, but just the way we look.
I'm
I'm in a suit.
I'm gonna go one more thing with the Bola thing.
Ebola?
With the Ebola thing. With the Bola thing, it's a great card. I saw night 2 is a match that I would love to see. It's Walter and Keith Lee.
Bask in that glory.
Whew.
Let that
Good
German
God,
dude beat
they
the dog
are.
shit. I love Walter.
Yeah.
And I love Keith Lee, too.
I saw that.
I don't know if
and
that
was like,
ring's going to handle it, because that ring's
I
already...
don't know if that place can handle
I don't.
it at all.
That from what I've heard from Vince Averill and those guys, like, that ring is crap. It's always broke.
Yeah.
And now you're going to put 2 big daddies in there and just let them beat the dog shit out of each
They
other.
are.
Oh, by the way, last night was
Because their original ring burnt, remember?
Yep, that's right. Last night was Donovan Dijak's last appearance in Wrestle Circus. I guess he signed with NXT.
What?
Yeah, he's gone.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's fucking great.
Yeah, he's real good, and he is a guy that will do well in NXT. Like,
Leo Rush has his
the final hour.
5th
Yep.
with Joey Janela. Did you see that thing Jeff Cannonball posted?
Mm-mm.
He's like,
with
he's like, Janela's a
Janela.
madman,
Yeah.
and he took off running like half a football field away to do a clothesline.
he's probably dying after that. Just like just Planet Fitness membership ain't working.
But with the Bola thing, it is a great card, but it's also they need to move. That's a problem. They just need to move out of that venue.
So let me go backwards to WWE stuff.
Yes.
Has Big Cass turned into a dominatrix yet?
No. He
I
is going to
don't-
wrestle the Big Show. That's what I saw.
Leather
Big
Daddy Cass.
Big Cass at Big Show.
Because that...
Big fucks.
No, the big fuck. That's what's going to...
I wish that's what it was. Their tag team.
I'm going to start up a GoFundMe to buy
No.
Big Cass a Leather
Petition.
Daddy outfit. A petition. I'm going to call my senator and be like, listen, Senator, whatever the fuck your name is, no one cares. I need Big Cass, yes, the wrestler, to dress like, yes, a Leather Daddy. I'm going to need to see it. If you're listening out there, Twitter world, whatever Big Cass's handle at is, just tag him and tag us, Wayblade81, and tell him that we said he needs to dress as a Leather Daddy. Let's see how fast we get blocked. I'm going for blockage because Enzo's about to be on his damn way out.
I know. What's he got left?
I don't know. I don't know. It sucks, but whatever. I don't really care. I don't care. All I care about is Big Cass in a Leather Daddy outfit, and if it doesn't happen, I'll buy the subscription and then cancel it again. That's stupid. I would never do that. I'm never going to get it again.
Oh, God.
God, I just want to see it so bad. How great would it be? It'd be like the
He'd
time.
probably die if he was in a
Dude,
Leather Daddy outfit. Like a.
It would almost be like when Albert came out with fucking nipple rings and shit.
Help.
If they could just make, what was that team called? Tits and Ass, TNA.
Yeah, TNA.
If they could
Tess
find
and Albert.
if they could find him a test, and he be Albert, not him be Test, because that would make that'd make perfect sense. Big Cass be Albert to be like, all right, big man, just grow your hair out, grow your chest hair out, don't shave, get a couple piercings, come back, we got a test for you, a literal test,
Shave his head.
and then I don't even know who his test could be. It's too much for my fucking head to think of. Yeah. Who his Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin.
All right, that's episode.
Called B and C.
Hey, did DDT have something last night?
They did.
Did you watch it?
I couldn't watch 5 straight fucking hours of wrestling. Because, well, I mean, I could have. I only did watch, 3 straight hours of Vice Principals, so that's a different story.
You might see Donovan Dijak's last match.
Oh, yeah, possibly. Yeah. DDT ran at 11 p.m. Ended at 2. Dragon Gate Kobe World started at 2. Ended at 5. New Japan started at 5. Ended at 8.
At least they didn't run.
I woke up at 9 a.m.
At least they didn't run. At least they didn't go
overlap.
Yeah, at least that didn't happen.
Yeah.
They run at the same time.
I can only have so many windows open on my computer before it starts smoking. All right, well, that's the show. Well, this part of the show. Coming up is our interview with a great artist, Tank Mansfield. You'll hear all about it. Can you get anything else? Leather Daddy. Leather Daddy Cass. At FNGR Poke of Doom on Twitter. Tag us and Big Cass and tell him we want to see him in a Leather Daddy outfit. Google search Leather Daddy. Post it on Twitter. Tag him and FNGR Poke of Doom and say, make it happen. #bitch. I heard you're scared if you don't. If you're scared, go to church. All right, that's episode 45. Sorry about this. And now enjoy the best part of the show. The interview. See ya.
Coming at you.
So we are sitting here with Anthony Tank Mansfield, a great artist from the Cincinnati area, a great beer drinker from the Cincinnati area, and most importantly, a wrestling fan from the Cincinnati area. Tank, how are you doing, man?
Hey, not bad, guys. How's it going today?
Not bad for the second try around.
Yep, number 2. Number 2.
For those of you at home, we tried doing this once before, and man, the internet fucking hates us. That's what it is. It just hates us to death.
He told us this story about his art show, and he'll tell it again, but we heard
jack shit.
And that's all of us.
I asked him the question, and then I heard, so yeah, that's it, man. And I was like, oh, fuck.
All right, well, tell us a little about yourself, brother.
Yep.
Oh, just a guy working a day job by day, being an illustrator by night, and going out and getting lucky to work for really cool clients every now and again, and that kind of stuff. So just got done doing an album for a band in Columbus. I just did cover and back cover for that. And now I'm currently on the plate is getting ready for Wrestle Art Mania on August 4th at Wells & Co. in Dayton, Ohio. So that's the big wrestling art show we got coming up.
Who is the band that you did the artwork for?
They're a band called Other People.
They're a Scots band.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, as we mentioned before, Keenan and I played in hardcore bands, and we became really good friends with all those dudes. Well, not so much the band itself, but the label that pushes or puts their stuff out is a good friend of ours, and our band was actually on that label.
Ohio is the smallest of all the worlds.
It really is, man. And other people, I'm not a big pop punk dude, but they're really good for what they're doing, and they have a good sound.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely are good at inside their genre of music that they're in. It definitely sounds like what it's supposed to be.
Head to Wall always puts out good stuff, and it's they were really the only ones that kind of believed in us when we first came out. We put out this a song, and he was like, I want to put this out. I want to put this out now. I want you guys, he was the one that believed in it, from get-go. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, we've been playing music for a long fucking time. We've taken a little bit of time off because Keenan has a family and I have 2 cats, and it's just we gotta take care of them cats. That's really all it is.
I mean, you want to raise them right, or you want them out there on the streets, fucking shit up. You got to be a dad.
Yeah, I can't have feral cats. Can't have feral cats.
Can't
Lee has
that.
my daughter, so
Yeah.
he don't need kids.
I don't have kids. I just have I'm just a crazy uncle. That's really what it comes down to. So you got the art show that you mentioned.
Yeah.
When we first saw you on Instagram, we fell in love with your art because we were real big fans of that old school, kind of like punk rock hardcore style of art, and then you added wrestling into it, and we were like, well, fuck, this is pretty rad, like this is 2 birds, 1 stone type of thing. And then I saw that you were having an art show a couple weeks ago, and then I was like, fuck it, let's just message him and see if he be interested in doing some art for us.
Yeah, for sure. And I had the same kind of attraction to your guys' stuff, because I was like, when I found your guys' Instagram account, I was like, oh shit, these guys are watching like old school FMW stuff. I'm like, these guys are instantly cool. Like
Funk Masters of Wrestling, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Like that is a weird little a weird little spot in time. Like I totally miss that stuff. I love watching the old videos where like Leatherface is like literally going out in the crowd and chasing an arena full of people full of chainsaws, and that's like a circle pit.
We it's not FMW, but we did a live watch of the IWA House Death Match about 15, 20, maybe not that far. In our archives, we did a live watch. All 3 of us watched it, and Keenan nor John had never seen it, and I've watched it multiple times. It's if anybody wants to listen to that, go to the back catalog and find it. It's well worth your time to hear everybody's reactions.
Well, Lee
to
likes
this.
that really obscure.
I love
it. One of his favorite promotions is DDT.
So,
where they just wrestle sex dolls and
right
do lariats off bicycles.
Yeah,
like I live for it. I wish there was something like that in America so bad.
And Jim Cornette has a coronary every time he hears about it.
Oh my God!
Fuck that piece of shit.
But you know what? You're right about the like that time in wrestling, like anywhere from like 93 to like 97 was such like a weird niche, like that everybody just got, and you could find anything anywhere.
Yeah,
it was like you're having like 5-star matches from All Japan. You were having the wrestling. You were having the Monday Night Wars. You were having death matches that everybody was trading around. I mean, you had ECW here. Like it was a weird, awesome time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, it was a really weird, awesome time, and yeah, the deathmatch stuff was interesting just because, like, at first it kind of started. It was like, okay, thumbtacks and barbed wire and glass, and it's like, okay, cool, and then they kind of upped it with the fire, and then when they started getting in like scorpion tanks and shit like that, it's like, whoa, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, it's like Shadow. I remember one. It's like Shadow WX versus some horror movie character versus in a scorpion piranha death match. And I remember when I got the VHS, I was like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Like,
what have I become?
Yeah, who I'm on some type of fucking government list because of this.
Is anyone smart enough to the piranha that this is a work? Like, has anybody told the piranha
Yeah,
this?
exactly. Yeah. Like,
you're not really supposed to bite me, brother.
Yeah, please don't. Bite me for real. Blade me.
But it was like that was like the holy grail of like wrestling. Like, cause I went back and like my favorite wrestler of all time, but 2 of them is Stan Hansen and Masawa.
Yeah,
and like
I'm cool with that.
They were putting on like clinics with all those guys, because our first shirt we ever put out was an All Japan tribute shirt. It was a 4-pillar shirt, and but during that whole time, like, they just could not have bad matches. And it was the hardest hitting shit that you would ever see. And then you get just down the road, basically, you would get people that are being thrown into fire and glass and exploding rings, exploding pools.
Yeah. It's
exploding pools.
Just pure art. just art at the realest form is an exploding ball bat hooked to an electrified ring post or something. It's so bizarre. Like, I have all these VHSs that I've had from over the years, and from a coworker of mine. I randomly found out he was really big into wrestling in the 90s, so he just gave me a bunch of tapes.
Oh, that's great.
One of them was the best of Onita, and it was 27 death matches straight.
Oh my God.
And I was like, well, this is going to take up 12 hours. I can't wait. Yeah, as you and I have talked before, I work for Rheingeist, and it seems like that you do enjoy yourself a hefty Rheingeist beverage every now and then.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. Cincinnati is a great town to live in as far as beer goes. So we have a big selection down here. The Ryan guys just having their 4th anniversary party was a blast. Went to that, had a lot of fun, and yeah, dude, there's just a ton of killer breweries down here. Mad Tree and 50 West, and Fibonacci is a little one, but one everybody should know. Blank Slate. There's just so much good beer coming out of Cincinnati right now. So I'm very, very fortunate to be living here. So I can drink those while I draw at my table all day.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, on our earlier episodes, we used to, me and John would, because Keena doesn't drink. Now John is off in the fucking abyss somewhere. Nobody knows. So
if somehow you see him in Cincinnati,
if you
tell
know
him
what
to
he
come
looks
home.
like and you see him, send a raven.
I will. If I come upon him, I'll get you guys an Amber Alert and let you know what's going
Something.
on.
Send an owl. Send a raven. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Send something.
Yeah, so he and I used to get pretty saucy in the beginning episodes, so we had to quit that. It was just like we were just getting real
Yeah, there was one time
Real
where
filthy.
my wife was like,
quit.
you need to stop. And then I told him when they came back, I was like, hey, Mama said no more.
That's yep. And we just hit our year episode or anniversary from our first episode last week. And I
Hey,
went,
congratulations.
oh, thank you
you,
very
sir.
much. I did not expect to be doing it this long. I really didn't. I figured that we'd just get buried out of the existence of podcasting. But we didn't, and great. But I went back and listened to like 2 or 3 of those things, and it's almost cringeworthy. It's like I'm just like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
never.
God.
Yeah.
It's like going
No,
back and listening to your
Yeah.
high school band and realizing it sounds like the shittiest new metal you could ever imagine.
Yep. Yeah. In any form of artwork, never look backwards. Nothing good can come of it.
I was wondering that. Do you do that with some of your old artwork? Like, oh my God, how did people?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anything above anything that's like about a month old, like I'm just like, oh, this is bad. Or let alone if you something from like 2 or 3 years ago, then it's just like burn it with fire. It's fucking terrible.
I should have drew this on toilet paper so I could wipe my ass with it.
Pretty much. Yeah. Looking back is never good. Just keep looking forward, keep drawing, and yeah, don't think about what you made before because it's just you. I don't know. It bugs the shit out of me.
Now, have you
Art
had?
problems.
Lee asked me last week about what I thought was like cool moments about our year in podcasting, and I said that whenever we just had an NXT wrestler buy one of our shirts, and it's like, oh.
It was 2 of our shirts.
Yeah,
Get
2
it
of
right.
our shirts.
2 of
Sorry.
our shirts.
Bought
don't
2 of our
don't sell
shirts.
ourselves
Sorry.
short.
But like that's really cool whenever somebody that big like it's like, hey, I want this shirt. Like, have you had that like kind of moment where somebody you were like, oh my God, like you want a piece of art? Have you had that moment?
Yeah, it was really weird. I had an art show at a place down in Cincinnati, and there's like a lot of movies going on in town now. And she was in Lord of the Rings, and then she like won an Oscar for something. I think it was like Anne Hathaway or whatever. Is that right?
She wasn't in Lord of the Rings, but Anne Hathaway has won some Oscars.
Or
Maybe
is it Liv Tyler?
Yeah, it was Liv Tyler. She was definitely in Lord of the Rings. That's Steven Tyler from Aerosmith's daughter.
It was. I think it was one of them, anyways. But they were in town filming something for a film, and they bought like this Sasquatch drawing I did. And so the woman that, and so like the woman that owned the gallery, I called me up, and she's like, she just bought this, and I'm like, cool. But the problem is, like, I don't watch Oscar-winning films,
right.
So I'm like, I don't know who she is or what this is.
Right.
So apparently that was a big deal, but I don't really. Okay, cool.
It was probably a gift for the singer of Aerosmith, and you just
Yeah.
Steven Tyler has it hanging up somewhere in his house as we speak, just like looking at it every day, like, damn.
Well, I thought that an NXT wrestler, WWE wrestler was top, but man, you got an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Well, we're sorry. You win.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, like the majority of stuff I watch is like I don't watch a lot of movies. It's just if I do, it's either superheroes or it's something with like women being captive in a basement and serial killers. So that's about it.
So trauma films.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's that and a lot of documentaries.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a actual documentary series going on. Is it already aired about Chillicothe?
Yeah, the first episode happened last night.
It's called Gone, and it's about the disappearance of like 7 or 8 women from Chillicothe. And,
Whoa!
Yeah, and it's like some real deal shit. And this was like what 3 years ago or so.
I think so.
That all these women just disappeared within the course of like a couple months, and they found one like chained up to a chain link fence, and it was during Halloween, and people thought it was a prop.
Yeah, a little girl found it.
Yeah,
and thought it was like
part of Halloween
decoration.
Yeah, and it was an actual woman, and that was the start of the string of disappearances.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
real bad into heroin here. People are.
Oh yeah, it's real bad here.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, well, that's Ohio right now, right?
I know.
Dude, it's like it's insane. It's fucking crazy. Well, sorry to depress everybody that we're listening to this, but I think it's on like what is that?
It's on Spike.
Is on Spike?
It's on Spike.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll go check it out.
It was really like so far. I work with one of the women that was her niece went missing.
Okay.
So I work with her, and like she hadn't mentioned anything about it, but I knew that she was on another. I think like A&E like showed one or something like that.
That's crazy. I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
So you're a horror movie guy.
Yeah.
Top horror movie. I need to know what it is, man.
My top horror movie, probably Texas Chainsaw. I find myself going back to that again. My favorite trilogy though is definitely the Dead trilogy. So it was a real bummer this week when Romero died.
Oh yeah.
Because Night, Dawn, Day, they're all good. I dig the social commentary that each one of them has. I mean, the guy's like dealing with racism, capitalism, materialism, like all these different societal structural things that are really heavy, and now on top of it there's just blood and intestines everywhere. So
yeah.
I gotta love a lot of love for the Romero work.
Yeah, I'm such a sucker for it. Like I liked the later of the Dead stuff that he did, like Diary. I liked it because it was a different thing, but it wasn't great. But I knew going into it like, hey, this is not going to be the best, so let's just make the best of it type of thing. And I was like, wow, this is actually okay.
I think I'd have to do the original Halloween, the first one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I can't like that's like my.
Yeah, you've been.
If I
you've been
have
Halloween
not,
guy forever.
if I have not watched that, I think that whole series until you get to where Paul Rudd was in it, and then
is that the one with Busta Rhymes?
No, that's later.
Oh, that's even further.
That's even further.
Dude, I dropped off.
But whenever like one time, you know how they do that what is that AMC's Fear Fest every year?
Yeah.
They did one time. It was like VH1's. Remember when they used to do that pop-up video?
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah. Did they do it with movies?
They did it with that, and like told all about like little things from Halloween. The whole like we sat here. I got like a little TV in my kitchen, and when I cook, and like we'll sit down for dinner before we had our daughter, and we sat down and watched it, and it was just like it would tell like little things like it wasn't fall, so they had to take all these leaves, and after every shot, they had to go rake them back up and put them in bags and do it again.
Fuck that.
And it was like they bought the Michael Myers mask for $25, and it was William Shatner.
Yeah.
See, I always go right back to The Thing. The Thing will always be one like my top 5 favorite movies of all time. And it's just I don't know what it is about The Thing. Whenever I was a kid, I just watched it constantly. So it's always going to be a favorite movie and horror movie of mine.
Well, and it's got an amazing soundtrack by Carpenter. Like Carpenter's soundtrack stuff is incredible.
Oh, I just watched. I rewatched Vampires. John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah, dude.
It's on-
Vampires is underrated.
It's on Hulu, and
I told you it was on.
I was crying within the first 5 minutes when they dragged the first vampire out, and he the bald one guy grabs the skull and he goes like, "Nothing like a little head, Padre," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so bad." I was like, "This is so bad, it's great."
Yeah, Ghost of Mars is like that too. Where
Oh
it's,
fuck yeah, dude! I used to watch it all the fucking time.
Yeah,
It's so
and like
good.
it before Ice Cube knew how to act, and they're just like,
Mhm.
look, just be angry and say fuck a lot, and it's gonna be fine. And he was like, all right, I can do that.
So you just want me as my everyday guy? You got it.
They're like, here, yeah, and here's a gun. You're good.
Yeah, just shoot these fake things. We got CG. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
So your art show, how many pieces do you have hanging up for this art show, or do you know?
You know what, man? Honestly, I don't know yet. So this is the week. So like I said, the show debuts August 4th from 7 to 11 at Wells & Co. And then it's going to be up the whole month. So whenever the tattoo shop is open, you can go in and see the show. I'm getting ready to hang the show this coming Saturday. So now it's like everybody's doing all their last-minute preparation stuff, and I'm starting to get things in the mail and all that coming in.
Nice.
But we have 7 artists. So I'm expecting anywhere of upwards of 30 pieces.
Oh
total.
wow, that's sweet.
Now, are they for sale or?
Yeah. The bulk of them are going to be for sale. I do know there's one piece that won't be for sale. That's actually for my personal collection. That's another artist. But the bulk of them are going to be for sale. And then we're also, my partner and I, Jamie, are making a zine that is that's a dedication to. We each pick like 16 different wrestlers that we like from Rockstar Pro or that have come through Rockstar Pro and we've seen, and we're just making a zine of those people.
Oh,
And then
I
we're
saw
also
your
gonna-
David Starr one.
Yeah, I mean, oh, dude, I love David Starr. He's the best.
Oh,
Yeah, he
say
is.
yeah, we're big David Starr fans.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, the 104-minute man. Come on, you gotta give it up to David Starr.
Yeah, I was at home and I was getting tweets saying like, "Well, we've already hit like the 45-minute mark," and I was like, "Jesus Christ!" I was like, "It's a Wednesday night," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Well, we're at the 90-minute mark," and I was like, "What is going on over there?" I thought somebody was
Who was
lying.
he wrestling?
Dave Christ.
Oh, him
And
and Dave Chris went.
104 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were like went out in the crowd, like they did all types of shit, and it's just like, my God.
I know I love him.
Yeah,
He's an amazing man.
David Starr has a very like big future for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know. It's really hard to watch somebody just be good naturally. Like more or less,
Yeah.
like a lot of wrestlers have to like learn it, you know. But I know he was like amateur wrestler in college and things. But man, he's so damn good.
I'll tell you what, he can get scary. Like, did you ever see the CZW thing where the guy said the slur to him in the crowd? And he grabbed the mic and he told him to get in the fucking ring and like everybody like I was like, holy shit, I would not want that man to be that pissed at me.
Yeah, no, I'm really not trying to piss off dudes that are like former college wrestlers.
Yeah, exactly. Were you a fan of him when he was in the Juicy product as well?
No, I just recently caught up with David Starr, so I've known about him for about a year now.
So he was in a tag team with a guy named JT Dunn and
I know JT Dunn, yeah.
So, and they were called the Juicy Product. And they were like CZW tag champions. There for a while, they were like trying to pull the Ultimo Dragon with all these different tag titles throughout the country, essentially.
Nice.
And
they won an all-women's promotion.
yeah, they won the WSU tag title, which is all women's league. I don't know how they won it, but they did. And
That's awesome.
the Chris or OI4K and Juicy Product wrestled in this crazy match in Rockstar, and like Dave jumped off that. You know that back area of Rockstar, like whenever you walk through the door on the left, there used to be like that room.
Oh yeah.
Dave like jumped off that. Either did a senton or a huge crossbody off of that onto those dudes, and we were all just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like we knew it was gonna be good, but we were just like, "Whoa, this is fucking real good."
Dude, people jump off like the most random shit at that place. Like I've seen people jump off of fucking food trucks there in the parking lot.
Hey, I was there.
Like, yeah.
I was
like,
real drunk. Holy shit, was I drunk. Dude, I was so drunk. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Somebody just kept giving me PBR, and I don't remember who the person was, and all I remember was when I walked over there as they were getting on top of the food truck, and I was standing underneath it about where they were going to dive, and I looked up, and I was like, if they hit me, they're going to spill my beer. And I walked away. That was the deciding factor for me. Like, I don't want this beer spilled.
It wasn't your self-preservation if you might have a 200-pound man flying through the air and
Nope.
dropping down 20 feet on you. It was I don't want to spill this $1.25 PBR.
That's free PBR at that point.
Well, the free beers are the tastiest beers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right next to cold beers.
Dude, there's a couple. I'm not even going to get into it about some of those guys in the crowd, but somebody had a bucket with ice in it full of beer, and they were just giving it to me, and I was just like, I can't beat this.
It's a lawless land over there at the Rockstar Pro Arena.
I've never been.
Yeah, Keenan's never been, so the
it's great.
Wrestling Revolver thing is going to be his first time.
Oh, you're in for a treat, man.
You get to
I've
take in
heard.
the smells.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Smells in the air.
I heard
Yeah,
that. What is it like? It's like a doorway into like a little thing, and then you go into the arena, and it just hits you.
It's like a heat wave hits you right in the face of BO and beauty.
Yeah, if
Can't wait.
from playing punk and metal shows, man, you'll be right at home.
Oh
You'll
yeah,
be-
yeah.
I mean, it is a venue, and like,
Oh yeah, Full of Hell and
Bongzilla played there.
No.
Yeah, Bongzilla's played there several
I know,
times.
but who are they? Weed Eater.
Weed Eater. That's right. Yeah. But yeah.
What a weird show.
So yeah, that's going to be Keenan's first show. We either might come to your show before then or after, but we're definitely coming, and I'm gonna bring you a little case of something for fun, just for your troubles. We'll put it that way.
Sweet, man.
Everybody likes a case of high-end craft beer.
I'm not going to say no to it.
Exactly.
Except
Yeah, except for Keenan. He likes a case of high-end craft water.
Yep.
Hey, fair enough, man. Everybody's got their thing.
That's right.
I'm kind of in that same boat now too. I still drink some beer occasionally, but not the way I used to. And like I've sworn off the liquor completely. Like nothing good comes from that. So
Well, we had our like class reunion, and I probably drank half my weight in liquor, and I was like, well, I need to stop doing this. That's for damn sure. Dude, I was doing good. I drank all night, and I probably drank a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and then a half bottle of Kessler's, and I was doing good, felt good. Got home, got up the next morning, no hangover. About 1 o'clock, I thought I was just gonna.
Yeah, we started the podcast, and he's like, "There's a fight in my guts, boys."
I thought I was gonna puke up a lung. I was like, "This is it for me. This is it," and I didn't. I kept my composure like a real man. I just.
well, I'm glad.
Yeah, I fought those feelings and I shoved them down forever, never
Just
to see the
down
light
deep.
of day. Just bury your feelings forever. So with your art show, is it only the art that you've posted on your Instagram, or is there some pieces that have not been on there?
Oh no, I mean it's definitely a mix of stuff. So the stuff I've been posting on Instagram has mostly been, the stuff that we're putting together for the zine. But there's definitely some stuff that's not been posted yet. I got a Samoa Joe piece I'm going to be throwing in, Finn Balor piece. Jamie and I both did Undertaker pieces.
Oh, nice.
There's going to be an Iron Sheik piece that's going to be in
Yes.
it. I got no clue what my buddy JB's doing. JB is a huge Japanese wrestling fan, so
Nice.
and I'm sure you guys have like seen his shirts. He's the guy who did he did like a Masawa shirt that was but the Masawa was like in black metal logo lettering and
For Rolling Elbow.
No. He
Yeah,
did
I
Cheap Pop. Him and Cheap Pop did a thing.
Oh, that's
I think he designed Virtual Pros. I think he did a Virtual Pros shirt.
What's his last name?
JB Rowe. He's under Mort Crimp Jr.
Yep,
on
that's who it
Instagram.
is. Is he
Yeah.
from Ohio?
No, he's Chicago.
Oh, and he's coming down to do that.
Well, we have mail now, so he's just gonna throw it in a UPS truck.
Okay. Well, that's fucking sweet. Hell, man, I had no idea.
Yeah, so we're stoked to have him in the show. We got Matthew Applegate. Matthew, he does work for various like card companies. So like he'll do like cards for Marvel and a couple of the other heavy hitters out there from Comic Book Illustration. Eamon Hill's going to be in it, who's a really great tattoo artist that also does comic book stuff. So there's some really good people in this show as far as that, and of course, and then we got Maggie Baker, who does photography for Rockstar Pro and some other wrestling organizations, and she's also done like promo shots for the Chris Brothers, for Desmond Xavier, for Zachary Wentz, a lot of these guys that are from the Dayton scene that are now starting to get out there, and PWG and AAW and CZW and making their mark across the globe.
Yeah, it seems like Ohio is just really putting out some like solid wrestlers.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, let me ask you guys a question on that. How do you guys? I mean, this is totally like, well, I'm just steering the interview now in a different direction.
Oh, okay.
But you got me thinking that when you said about Ohio producing quality wrestlers. How do you guys pick who to cheer for? Do you guys go with like a face heel thing, or does like if somebody is working heel, do you still cheer them? Does it matter to you? What's your guys' take on that?
So, my take is I just prefer to cheer for the better wrestler.
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I'm more drawn to bad guys. So just because of movies, you know what I mean? That's like, you're not supposed to cheer for Terminator. By the end of Terminator 1, you're like, I want more of Terminator. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So everybody loves the fucking Terminator.
It's like the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
Heath Ledger's
Everybody
Joker.
loves the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
So me, like, I naturally go for like the bad guy.
I think if we go to a bad indie promotion, we went one time down to Portsmouth, and we were just having a good time, and we would cheer the bad guys and
to piss the
everything.
crowd off.
And one of the guys told us to stop being smarks and boo me.
Yeah, because we
What the fuck?
Yeah,
he's like, stop being smarks and boo me.
we solely cheered for the bad guys to piss the crowd off around us because it was just like we were just like, holy god.
Yeah, we were just having a good time with ourselves.
That's like
That's hilarious.
That's like the old school hardcore dude mentality coming out. It's like, well, we're gonna have a good time and you're not gonna enjoy it. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. But no, I'm more of if there's just a wrestler that's good, I'm gonna cheer for them. That's just really how it is. But I also I have like freak out moments like when wrestlers, come out. Like I really like seeing Pentagon live is always fun. Now, the thing with Pentagon, is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? No one knows.
Does it matter?
No. Yeah, exactly. Because we saw him and Raymond Rowe wrestle each other, and they're both good guys. So but they're both like kind of like brooding good guys. So we're just like, fuck, we'll just cheer for both of them.
Well, it's the thing. Like Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and if he's supposed to be a bad guy when he's in Bullet Club, I couldn't see myself booing Kenny Omega as I'm watching him, type of thing.
Yeah.
So I just go on pure talent. Like, this guy is amazing. I don't care if he just spit in that little kid's face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fall in the same thing. I saw his interview with like Sami Callihan once, where he equated it to basically, it's like being a fan now is kind of more like you're cheering on a sports team than you are like a good guy bad guy dynamic.
Right.
And I definitely feel that too, because like, if Sami Callihan's on a card, it doesn't matter if he's like the worst prick in the world. I'm still gonna cheer Sami Callihan because I like Sami Callihan. I like his work. I like what he does. To me, he's always a good guy in my head. Because I like his stuff. No matter how dastardly he's being, I'm still behind him.
Right, and also it's super hard to be a real bad guy these days.
Yeah.
Because regardless, someone's like, you've got a prick in the crowd just like me. If you do something shitty, like you do, for instance, let's just speak in hypothetics. Like, let's say, since we both know wrestlers like OI4K. Let's say OI4K's in the ring, and out of nowhere, Jake Chris just turns on Dave. You know what I mean? Like, which is a bond that, that is a big bond, tag team all over the world. Naturally, me, being the guy I am, I'm going to, like, choose Jake because he's the bad guy. He gave depth to the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that he added to the story by doing something completely different. And I think that's why I've always gone to it. Because the good guy, he just, like, he ends the story. and the bad guy, it feels like he begins the story on most cases, and that's why I like naturally go to it. Because like
Fair enough.
with one you need another. You know, like you can't just have like you just can't have two lovable guys wrestle each other forever. You know.
Then there's
Well,
some
yeah,
people
I
that
mean-
are so good at their job at heels.
Yeah.
Ric Flair back in the 80s
Oh,
was so good
Yeah.
at his job at being a heel that you didn't care who he wrestled, you wanted him dead.
Yeah, you just wanted whoever it was. If it was Tito Santana, you wanted Tito to cut his throat. Like, just kill him, kill him, Rick Martel. Kill him, Buff Bagwell.
It doesn't matter who he was wrestling.
Vincent. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. If he wrestled that person, he was so good at it. That's whenever you know you have talent.
Yeah, but I've never actually thought of that before. I just always just went in and just cheered for whoever. That's great. Great stuff. Well, hey, man, we're going to make this a quick interview like we do all of our
Cool.
interviews. We don't like to
Awesome.
drag everything along. Anything else you want to plug real fast before we end this?
Your Instagram, your Twitter, your whatever.
Yeah, sure. I'll hit the social medias and I'll just plug the show one more time. So yeah, you can follow me online on Twitter, Tank of All Trades. So just like Jack of All Trades, but Tank of All Trades. And you can also find me on Instagram, Anthony Tank Mansfield. You can find me on there. Come out August 4th. Wrestle Art Mania is the show. It's going to be from 7 to 11. Like I said, if you go to the Wrestling Revolver show that night, it's less than a mile away. It's on the same street as the Rockstar Pro Arena. Those shows usually get over around 10:30. So that gives you a little window to come down and see us before we close up shop at 11. But Wells & Co. is open throughout the week, and anytime they're open for tattooing, you'll be able to see the show. It'll be up through August. But come out that night. We're going to have a food truck, beer, and a part of the sales is going to go to Child's Play. Child's Play is one of my favorite charities. They provide video game systems and video games to children that are in either children's hospitals or domestic abuse shelters when they're in between homes.
Well, that's
so
awesome. That's really
yeah,
cool.
we're really looking
Fuck
forward
yeah.
to working with you guys. Yeah, they're great. They really are. So stoked to help them out. And like I said, artists on the card include me, Jamie Filer, Eamon Hill, JB Rowe, Justin Stewart, Matthew Applegate, and Maggie Baker. We're all putting out art, and it's gonna range from 80s all the way up to present, indie, WWE, Japanese. We're gonna try to cover as wide of a area of wrestling as we can.
Sweet, man. Well, hey, we look forward to all the art at the show and maybe some future designs for Finger Poke of Doom.
Possibly. Who knows
Yeah.
what could happen down the road?
Who knows? I mean, it would be Mike Awesome if that
Yes.
happened. It would be Mike Awesome. That would be really cool. Well, hey, man, I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this with us.
And all
Hey,
right,
I
brother.
appreciate you guys having me on the show. I appreciate it. It's fun to go from being a listener to a contributor.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it, brother. And we'll see you the 4th. We'll probably stop in before the Rockstar.
All right, cool. Well, I look forward to it, guys. It'll be great to hang out with you.
Cool, man. Thanks a lot.
All right. Later.
Thanks, guys.